often asked whether or not someone should give a recorded statement. This occurs usually where after an incident you get a phone call from the insurance company and the adjuster says, hey, can I take your recorded statement? Generally speaking, I would start with the answer of no, and let me explain why. It's not because you're not going to tell the truth. Of course you're going to tell the truth. But the problem is you're dealing with somebody on the other side who often has a vested interest in paying you less than you should be paid, compensating you less than the full amount of the compensation you're owed. So it's about whether or not you really trust that that insurance adjuster is not going to take things out of context later and try to use them against you. They will often say they just want to do their work, do their investigation. They're absolutely right. The insurance companies have every right to investigate. I'll go a step further. They are obligated to do a full investigation. So when they call and ask for a recorded statement, they're not doing anything wrong. They have a right to ask for that. But if they really just want to know what happened, why won't they agree to take your statement without it being recorded? If you said, hey, I'll tell you anything you want to know, why do they want to record it? I'm not saying it's evil of them to want to record it. They want to get it documented to make sure they're covered. But from your standpoint, it could be right after an incident. You could be still on pain medication. You may not have sat back and thought, what do they have a right to ask me? What do they not have a right to ask me? So yes, you have to tell the truth. But it's not enough to just say, sure, go ahead and record it because I'm going to tell you the truth. Bear in mind that you don't necessarily have on the other side someone who has your best interests in mind. So generally speaking, you do not want to give a recorded statement. What's the one exception? If you are required to give a recorded statement to your own insurance company, you may have to do it. You have an obligation to cooperate with your insurance company. Now, we usually take a pretty hard line approach on this with our clients. We will usually ask the insurance company if there's anything in the policy that specifically requires a recorded statement. If not, we will offer to give an affidavit, a written statement, or a unrecorded statement, a statement that's not recorded, all of which should help them document their file. But we usually will not agree to give a recorded statement unless the policy requires a recorded statement in order to be fully cooperating with the insurance company. So bear that in mind, and generally speaking, if someone asks you for a recorded statement, say no. If you have questions, find a lawyer you can trust, and make sure you've made the right decision before you move forward without giving the recorded statement.